this is an overview basically of how to go from like trading ICT, SMC, like even TJL strat, anything like that. Like examples like this, which I used to trade like this, and then I found top taking and stuff like this, where you can catch like 200 points with 10 points up, 20 RR. I mean, I don't even normally go for a 10-point stop. I normally go for like 5, but that's what it is. Anyways, where do I start? I think I'll start with Powell's course. Don't you don't need to buy Powell's course. You don't need to spend like 350 um just for his course. I, like there's a bunch of leagues online. Just find one of them. If you can't find them, just DM me. I'll got you. Um, but I would first on his course start with the first one, imbalanced order blocks, because I'm sure you're familiar with order blocks if you trade ICT or anything like that. And then I would go for AMD, so accumulation, manipulation, distribution. If you trade TDR, I'm pretty sure he goes over that, or ICT. And then data highs and data lows. Uh, I can go through that actually. That's like really doesn't take long. I'll put a picture on the screen and of an example on how to take data highs and data lows. And all data highs means is, let's say we have big news like NFP, CPI, PPI, um, the candle made, which was made from the news. The higher the candle would be the data high, like of the wick, and the lower the wick, as in like at the bottom of the candle, will be data low. So really that simple. And this picture up here will show how to take it. Anyways, and after that, I'm gonna go CISD, change state deliveries, which you probably would know if you trade ICT, and then go for the market maker model. Then key opens, and then this is a good one. Enter the liquidity, and after that, I would recommend rejection blocks. After rejection blocks, wick theory, because this will tie in a lot of what we've just talked about into wick theory. This is a model. These are, except for market maker model and wick theory, these are all just like confluences, I guess. I don't really know what to call them. And then entry setups. After entry setups, I mean, these will give you like good entries, confirmation, stuff like that, risk management. I'll make a video on psychology as well, about this to be fair. And after entry setups, I would go with opening gaps. Try to remember what's actually on the course. Oh, gap fills as well after. And top down analysis or TDA. To find your bias to do anything TDA. But yeah, I would 100% start with Powell's course, because this is just like it takes ICT concepts and puts it in a way where you can actually start top and bottom ticking without having to go in any technical mathematical senses. But I mean, even so, you can just like stop there and you can still be profitable. But if you want to get those like to a tick precise entries, once you've learned, all of this, um, Oh my god, that arrow is huge. Go from here to standard deviations. And from standard deviations, you can either go on Dutch's course, or you can go in my video. But standard deviations is one confluence paired up with many. Wait, paired up with others. So, I don't know how to say it about standard deviations. Imagine if you've done statistics like in school, um, or if you've done maths at like a high level, then you would know standard deviations is basically the range of what data contains. So the first standard deviation will contain around 68% of all the data. Second standard deviation will contain about 95%, and the third standard deviation will contain around, I think, 98.78%. I don't know, something really specific. I mean, the fourth standard deviation contains 100% of the data. So data, we put it into, trading. Data means price. And if we just look, for example, this is a trade I took Friday. So we had NFP here. Uh, so like, look, let's go on the 5 minute. Where am I? Over here. Literally, let's target mark out Asia because we went up. We actually want to go down. And like, I'll give you an example here. So, look, right here. We closed above that. Take the CE of that. Or fuck it, you can even take it off this level. Top tick down for fuck no, I had a level marked out down here. Almost 400 points. You could have carried that out. Like standard deviations will give you that precision. It will give you that projection of where price is going to reverse that. Um, what else? So you want to base these with higher time frame PD arrays. So literally higher time frame anything, CISD, imbalanced order blocks, rejection blocks, opening gaps, issue whatever. And yeah, you can use standard deviations either from my video or through Dutch. You can go through, for example, this. You have Dutch 10 ampere 3 using standard deviations. AMD, high time frame liquidity, his entire model goes into order flow, OTE. But here, what you want to go for is the standard deviation intro, how to draw it, TP and stop loss, draw manipulation, standard deviation box, OTE, 10 AM PO3 with standard deviations. You won't really use this much. I don't see it happen often, but this sort of builds the concept of pairing standard deviations up with other models. Higher time frame liquidity. I mean, you can watch the AMD if you want, but that's already covered in Powell. Watch the model, and then if you really want, you can go with the order flow. Going back to this, you really don't need to go any further than this if you don't want to. Another person who I really do recommend though is Euro. His concepts, they're pretty good. I use them to be fair, like quite a lot. But if you're just looking for more knowledge or how to get like to the tick precise entries, then you go ahead and learn order flow. But I would definitely, if you were just looking to switch from taking like 1 to 5 RRs or like negative RRs, just start with Powell's course, go to standard deviations through Dutch, Euro, myself, and then go to order flow. You don't really need to go to order flow if you don't want to, but it looks pretty cool and it gives you really good entries.